perfect.
They didn't hear me insult him. They didn't hear that. Holy shit. This is going to be a crazy episode. You know what the one thing I didn't write down was? What year did this movie come out? Was this 2013?
13. And the next one's
Or was that the
15?
evil ones that were 13? Because evil versus...
15. It's 15.
Okay. There is
15.
an issue with this episode, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. We got them mixed up. So this episode is coming out to the general public in the order that it should be, but we didn't watch this in the order it should have been. We skipped Ginger Dead Man 3 and Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man. I mean, we ended up watching Versus, kind of.
Yeah, we
before
watched
this. Watched it enough just to understand a couple plot points, which really, in hindsight, did not need to watch. We probably could have just put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
and I feel kind of stupid for not just putting 2 and 2 together because really, those were not big things.
Yeah,
it really wasn't that important.
Nah,
but we're a little out of order. But before we get into all of that, well, it's Evil Bong 420. Just in case you didn't know, it is 2015. That's 2015. This movie came out 7 years ago, or I guess almost 8. Well, probably not the beginning, but about 7 years ago, I'm sure. Yeah, wow. I feel like it should have been longer time ago for how they treated this. Anyway,
doesn't age well.
Before we get into this, thank you to Savannah Mumbauer, Annika Dial. That's not a... Anika Dial, I guess?
Not
Annika. Annika?
Yeah.
Annika, dial that phone. Samantha James, Kim Wilson, Scumbag, Ashley Farley. We have to talk about Kim at the end of this, but we'll get to that.
We got words.
If you guys want to also be thanked, if you want to check out some bonus content, all that fun stuff, it's all at patreon.com/horrorsoup. That's where those people donated that we just called out. Dial that. Patreon.com.
Phone.
Annika. And thank you. And I'm Caleb. That's James right over here.
Yep, that's me.
Tough guy in the back.
How's it going?
Shout out Tough Guy. He's tough.
Toughest guy you've ever seen, man.
So I'm already messing up. We've brought you here today to cry. To talk about Evil Bong 420. That's what I meant to say. Directed by Charles Band. Written by Charles Band and Kent Rudebush. How did he... Bush... did he write the other ones? I don't remember.
Rudely.
That name sounds kind of...
I don't even know at this point.
I'm lost. Does it matter, really? These movies are breaking us.
Does anything matter anymore?
You know what's crazy, though? The way people are hearing this, they probably think we're like 7 through these, but we're not, because technically we skipped 2 of them, and we have to talk about those after. I guess I'm not exactly Evil Bong. We don't have to. We keep talking like, you know what? Maybe we're the assholes. We're sitting here like, oh, why do we have to do this, you pieces of shit? We're like, hey, we're getting rid of pick a movie for a while so we could pick our own things.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. I had a thought where, like, it would be cool to see a series through, and I picked the worst possible one.
You're torturing us, bro.
But I don't know.
It hurts.
Is this any worse than if we watched a very good series all the way through?
Yes.
What? Well, just think about it.
Is this any worse than if we would have been having a great time every week?
I didn't say we'd have a great time, because what if we're talking about movies that just have no issues the whole time? What do we have to say? It'd be boring. What's the conversation going to be about?
Every movie's got issues, man.
You're right.
Especially if we're doing a series, you know, there's always weird sequels. Everybody's got a weird sequel.
What is the most perfect series out there? Like, what is the least painful series
Not
in
Halloween.
the world? Yeah. Well, at this point, it's just getting long. Like, it's as long as the Evil Bong series.
Right?
So, and that's a lot. I don't know. What's the least painful?
Scream.
Probably Scream.
It's the shortest, and most of them are good.
Yeah. I'm very excited for New York.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I'm gonna
for
watch
that.
the fuck out of it in
That
theaters.
that trailer with Ghostface with the shotgun on the in the gas station.
Looks cool as fuck.
I mean, they call it something else in New York, and I'm sure New York people are pissing me off. They're like,
Bodega?
"Oh, it's the." I was gonna call it the Bart Rana or something like that. So yeah, thank you. Someone was gonna get pissed off about that, but it's fine. I mean, you're from New York, so
You're gonna be pissed off about something.
yeah. I mean, I'm walking here. Whatever, dude. Fucking go buy a hoagie or something. Don't give a shit.
Go pay your rent.
Go hang out with a rat on the fucking subway. Fucking whatever. Fucking New Yorkers, dude.
What is happening?
I don't know, but this is a full moon movie. Full moon's just putting me in a shitty mood, man. Like
This is a movie that has nothing to do with New York. Moving
you know,
on.
dude, they're attacking everyone, so I feel like I need to attack everyone. Like I need to attack someone. I'm pissed off. Like who do I have to attack? Charles Band?
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm sick of his movies.
No, we need to call this guy.
Was this rated R? Why am I asking that?
It's not rated.
Oh, it's
but
not
yeah.
rated. Yeah, I guess they would be rated R because boobs.
Yeah.
But they're not. There's no budget for this. There's no box office. Again, straight to DVD. We had one movie in the series. It was the last Evil
yeah.
Bong movie, technically.
Yeah.
Because before this one, we have Ginger Dead Man 3, which, and I guess isn't a part of the series, but ends up being it because we have Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong next.
Right.
So it's this whole thing. So now they're together, conjoined. But they suck.
Like, why did we have to even put? Why does Ginger Dead Man have to be part of the Evil Bong universe?
I do question that, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad he is. Because I think the Evil Bong series was a lot more boring before he popped in. He's not around enough to make it better, but when he is on screen, I feel like it's more entertaining than when it's just talking bongs.
Well, I mean, what that signals to me
Yes.
is that they didn't need 8 Evil Bong movies.
Well, I mean, I can give you a lot of signals.
If you have to cross over Ginger Dead Man into a new series that has nothing to do with Christmas or baking, or well, I guess it kind of has something to do with baking.
Ooga Booga has been around since like the first Evil Bong.
And
so
why?
I mean, the crossover isn't the issue. I mean, let's talk about
Why?
it. Why do we need 60 Amityvilles? I don't have an answer.
Why Ooga Booga though?
I don't have an answer, man. I don't
Why
know.
is Ooga Booga
Ooga
in the
Booga shouldn't
bowling
exist.
alley?
He's the worst. He's fucking terrible. He's in this one too. Has he been in every Ginger Dead Man, every Evil Bong that we've watched since? Maybe not the first Ginger Dead Man. Was he in the second?
I don't remember. He's in the second for sure.
He's in the second Ginger
That's
Dead?
when we first
That's
saw
when we
him,
saw him
and
again.
we were like, "What the fuck? Why is this guy here?"
I don't think he was in the first though, but he is in the first Evil Bong.
He's in the first Evil Bong.
I think he's in
World.
all of the Evil Bongs so far.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
always
like-
doing something in Bong World.
Jerking off for the most part.
Yeah,
He hasn't been jerking off lately, but he's been. I mean, in this one, he's the only reason that this movie becomes a horror movie, which is very unfortunate
Yeah,
because nothing horror related happens in this except for a stabbing in the eye by Ooga Booga.
can we discuss that this isn't a finished movie?
Yeah, I think we have to before we even get into any of this because we almost turned this into a 2-for-1 type of episode.
Right.
The only reason we did it is really because I don't know. I felt like if we're doing all the Evil Bongs, they kind of just have to be separated just for the sake
Feels
of.
kind of a ripoff, right?
I don't know. I guess the movie feels like a ripoff
It
because
is. The movie is a ripoff.
legitimately it is. We've said this many times, but this is not a movie.
It's not. It's 53 minutes long,
Yeah.
and it is at best half a movie.
And you know what? If they were gonna do I want to watch a 2-hour Evil Bong movie? No,
Absolutely not.
But why did you cut this in half just to make 2 movies that equal 2 hours long? Like
I don't know.
That is one movie, really.
Right.
That's not 2 movies like you made it.
It's two. You made one movie in a span of 3 years.
The climax of this movie was it ending.
Yep.
Like the part of the movie where it was supposed to be like, oh, okay, this is what we've been leading up to. Things are going to happen now. Is the end of
It
the
just
movie.
stops.
And then it goes, tune in for the next one. That's what you do at the end of a TV episode, like a cliffhanger, like from episode 1 to episode 2. That's not how you end a movie and
Nah,
go,
dude.
we'll give you a new one in, 2 years, 3 years?
I was gonna
When
say, I
is
think
the
it was
next one?
two more years. I think.
Was it 2 years?
I think so.
If it was anything longer than 3 minutes,
Yeah, look up Evil Bong High Five. See what year that came out.
yeah,
I'm
because
pretty sure that was 2016.
Oh, was it? Okay. I'll
If
feel a lot better about it if it is.
Yeah.
but still, a year. Like I feel like it should have been released a month later, you know, or a week later. As long as you
2016,
have to.
okay,
That's. I mean,
next
that's
year.
better, but that's still pretty annoying.
It's pretty annoying, man.
I'd be pretty pissed if I imagine. I know this one wasn't in theaters. The last one was.
Oh.
But imagine seeing this in theaters and then they end a movie that you're seeing in the theaters on a cliffhanger. Or even, you know what? Let me go farther. Imagine buying a DVD like people did for this, and it ends on a cliffhanger.
People did pay full. Someone has paid full price.
They definitely did.
To get this on DVD or Blu-ray
I have it on Blu-ray.
without getting the box set though,
yeah.
and like watched it and was like, "Wait, that's it?
Like someone bought this when it came out and went, "What are you talking about?
Where's the rest?
Where's the rest of the movie?"
Give me the. What is this fucking DLC? What the fuck is happening?
It's exactly how I felt when I first watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, and I didn't know what was going on with the whole thing, and I was like, wait a second, what's up with my second disc? This shit broken?
Yeah, dude. Where's the rest?
Yeah. It's a problem.
So where's the rest of this movie? It's in Evil Bong High Five.
It's in Evil
That's
Bong
where the rest of
5.
it is.
I don't know whether to call both of them Evil Bong 4 or both of them Evil Bong 5, but I can tell you right now that there isn't an Evil Bong 4 and there isn't an Evil Bong 5.
No, that's one movie.
It's a bunch of bullshit. And the only reason we're separating them up a little bit is just because, I don't know, fuck you.
Well, there's a whole different problem with 5 that we have to tackle, which is the
Okay, the fact that all of 5 is an advertisement.
the 5 is just a commercial.
Well, this one starts as a pretty solid commercial, I guess. I'm not calling it solid in that. You know what I mean? Like, in the sense that they're making it a commercial. But then
Yeah.
5 is just, oh no, the whole movie's an advertisement.
Literally an advertisement.
So, I don't know. I guess we'll get into all of that. This currently holds a 1.9 on Letterboxd, a 3.7 on IMDb, a fucking 17% by the audience on Rotten Tomatoes. And, I don't know. James gave this a 2.5.
Did I?
I'm just going to start off with
I was
that.
pulling up my Letterboxd.
Yeah, I'm just going to start with that because do you have Stockholm Syndrome?
Yes. No, here's the thing. I was trying to explain this to you upstairs, actually, and I never got around to it.
Yeah, we kind of stopped. We kept starting conversations,
we were talking
stopping
about
them, so.
talking about something else. My biggest issue is I am trying to find ways to differentiate between levels of shittiness when it comes to the Evil Bong series specifically.
Okay.
So I actually liked this one a little bit more than the last one. So I had to make sure that I rated it just a little bit higher.
I think that is how I've been rating them as well.
But what's happening is it's starting to be like power creep because like as we get along, I just keep rating. I'm like half a star higher on this one. Oh, that one was a little bit better. Half a star higher. And then I'm going to get to the end and be like, wait, now it's a 4-star movie? No, it's not a fucking 4-star movie.
That's the difference with me and you right now. I'm still keeping myself grounded. I am rating them in perspective, but I know my limits.
I think I got some power creep happening.
Okay, yeah. You gotta punch that back a little bit.
But don't worry, because it's coming back down in 5.
Okay. I will say right now, I might even like 5 more than this. I don't remember. I watched 5 a couple weeks ago. I just watched 4 today. So I do remember 4 a lot more right now, I will say. But I don't think I like either of them. I remember disliking 5 a fair amount as well. I think it had its moments. I don't know. Tough Guy watched 5 with me. He says I watched pretty much all of it. Tough Guy, do you like 5?
Yeah, you walked in just a little bit after it started playing, and no, I mean, once again, it's like a commercial. It's hard to enjoy. It doesn't feel like a movie.
Yeah, 5 sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I like these more than 3, which is the last one that we watched.
I like this one more than 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't like 3. I feel like I felt about the same about this one. Maybe I liked it a tiny bit more.
You know why I like this one better than 3?
Why?
Because it's less than an hour long.
It is pretty short. I feel like it feels like it's just as long as the rest of them. The way they feel, it doesn't change for me.
Yeah.
They all feel pretty awful.
Oh, no, this one felt pretty short for me.
All right, well, I mean, Evil Bong 420 begins as any other good Evil Bong movie should. You want to take it away, James?
Does it got a flashback, or does it have
Mean Green, Wicked Weed,
Oh, I looked up the band. I forgot their name.
Devil
Damn it.
Seed, fiending for it every day. You know I want that Mary Jane. Look, guys, it's been like 5 movies now, and I fucking hated this.
I don't even write it down anymore, man.
I don't either. I fucking hated this every other time it has popped up. This time it came around.
Got you on this one.
You know, like in How I Met Your Mother when Marshall was listening to
yeah.
I would walk 500 miles.
Don't sing anymore.
It comes around though.
Yeah, it comes around.
I would So you play it enough, it comes around.
It's true, man.
It happened, man.
That's fact.
You know, the persistence is key because you keep doing it enough and it's like, fuck it, you got me.
It's in my head.
And now, I don't know, I like the song and I don't want to like the song and I don't want to give it to them, but I like the song and I'm giving it to them because, like, I'm okay with it at this point.
They deserve it, man.
I'm fine with it. So after the song ends, Ginger Dead Man is immediately on the big screen. He's talking more than ever before. He also has a human mouth.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, again, we will have discussed this by the last one. When does he get the... I think he gets it in 3. I think it's Saturday Night Cleaver. And then he also has it in Versus, and then it's crossover. But yeah, he has a human mouth. He uses it to say, I'm surrounded by all my favorite things. Boobs, murder, boobs, weed, boobs. It's a quote. And he says this because he's surrounded by 2 naked women with a like green screen background of a volcano. This is Bong World.
You mean the Poontang Tribe?
That is the Poontang Tribe still?
Oh, yeah.
See, they don't have many plot points, but the few they have are hard to follow because they're all so fucking stupid. The Poontang Tribe? I hate it here. I actually hate it here. And are they in King Bong world? That's another thing I didn't understand right now because this is the world. This is like King Bong, and that wasn't even Bong world. That was like, wasn't that like South America they went to or something?
King Bong does have his own Bong world that he can suck you into.
But didn't they just fly there because they flew to Amsterdam and then
they flew to South America and then they got sucked into his Bong world.
But when we were there, isn't this exactly what it looked like when they were just no?
No, this has like the big fake bongs in the background and like smoke and shit. Like
I feel like the smoke and the hut were all there. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm a little confused because King Bong got sucked into EB, and so why? At what point?
Remember when EB's World was a strip club?
EB's World was a strip club,
but then it blew up, and then she got rebuilt. And also, you know, in like a Jason movie where he just keeps changing throughout movies because he gets fucked up. EB blew up and got glued back together. Was messed up for one movie.
Oh, she's fine now.
Just fine.
Yeah.
It's just back to being EB. Like, you're broken glass. You're never going to heal. That should have been like, they should have some continuity with that, right?
You got a point.
If you're going to do 8 fucking Evil Bong movies, you're not going to keep that going. It shattered into pieces.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
She's not glass, apparently.
That's fucking stupid. I don't like that. I want them to take Evil Bong seriously.
Evil Bong should be made of glass. I agree with that.
Yeah. Or at least, like, just glue the ceramic and let me see the glute marks.
Something.
I don't know.
Some cracks.
But they're at a bowling alley.
Rabbit opened the topless bowling alley.
See, and this is another thing. I don't know why they're in a King Bong-looking world. It's not the Evil Bong world. It's a different one that EB made now. And Rabbit escaped the Bong world.
Through a
and
rabbit
he
hole.
Stole space weed, I'm assuming, because he said ultra weed. And I don't know. Anytime I hear ultra weed now in this series, I think of moss. So I'm assuming he stole some fucking moss. And he said he sold the moss for like millions of dollars or something.
So he could buy the bowling alley, man.
And he spent it to buy a bowling. That's your investment,
Topless
you idiot. You fucking moron.
100%.
Every plan that anyone ever has in this series is the worst.
Topless bowling.
They will they will come into, like, you know, a good business opportunity, and he buys a shitty bowling alley
Nah, man,
that
I'm here for
wasn't
topless
used
bowling.
in Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowlerama.
It was not.
And
according to our information.
And David Cooties is in the movie. He makes a cameo.
Yeah.
I think his name is how do you pronounce it? It's like he says it in the movie, and I still don't remember it.
I know.
And the way he said it, I was like, oh, that's never how I would have thought to pronounce that. It's like Codier or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think I wrote it down. I tried to write it down just like in a stupid way, so I remember it because it sounds dumb. But he's like, I don't know. I'll give him his credit.
He's fancy.
He is an indie movie legend. He's directed like 180 fucking movies. And I think
ton.
most of them are full moon. You found something that said he signed on to like 10 full moon movies, but I
Yeah.
think he's done like 50.
Yeah, I think that was just his initial contract. Like Charles Band met him and said, "Make 10 movies."
Yeah. And he was like, all right, I'll get that done in like a day. Well, I guess they have a joke about that in this movie too. Because he's
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to shoot this movie here. I directed Sorority Babes of the Slimeball Bolorama, which he did. But then he says that this was the bowling alley that was used in the movie. Which
I did a lot of digging, and I could not confirm that.
I didn't dig it because I figured I didn't dig it.
I didn't dig it.
Because I figured you were going to look into that because I was
Yeah.
like, well, if James heard this, I already know that he's looking this up, and I knew you watched the movie before me.
Yeah.
So I didn't go into it, and then right when I mentioned it, you were like, yeah, no, that's not the one from then. I was like, well, I kind of figured, and
I
that's
could not
bullshit.
confirm that. I could confirm that it is Winnetka Bowl in Winnetka, California. If anybody anyone wants to visit the motherland of Rabbit's Bowling Alley.
Oh, and that was this bowling alley. I
Yeah.
thought that wasn't
That
the
was this
sorority.
bowling
Gotcha.
Yeah, Sorority Babes. From what I could find, there were like 3 different bowling alleys,
And none of them were this one.
that were filmed in, and none of them were this one.
Yeah, love that. Love that. But he does say that whole thing where he's like, "Oh, I want to shoot a movie here, 5, 6, actually, depending on how the day goes."
Oh, that's right. That's right. He does say that.
And they do make a couple good jokes in this thing that I think describe Full Moon pretty well. We'll get to some of the other ones. But yeah, he has a bowling alley. He has this boob plaque signed by I don't know who. I put a blank
don't
right
know.
here because I figured by the end of the movie
I was hoping we'd figure it out.
I would figure it out, but no. I guess we can assume it's whoever the boobs are.
I'm assuming whoever had their boobs casted to make these molds.
And I don't know
signed
who.
the boobs,
I mean, they
but I don't
popped up last movie in Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
Correct. There's a
Where-
whole wall of them.
Yeah, I think it's Rabbit's wall because he's Fancy Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, you're a exquisite rabbit now. And he has a wall of boobs,
Wall of boobs.
which is very Frankenhooker. I like that.
It's great.
And then Ginger Dead Man's like smoking weed in front of it. That's a good shot, too.
Good shot.
I like that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know
Not in
whose
this movie.
boobs those were, but now he has not the wall, but he has one piece.
Just one set. I guess he's.
Do you call it a piece? A
He's,
set?
he's smuggled those out of Evie's Bong World,
Yeah, wait, how?
right?
You can take things out now? I don't know how the rules of this Bong world works, man, but it sounds like some bullshit. It sounds like they're just making shit up as they go. You know when you're like a kid and you're playing a game and you have that one dickhead friend who's like, no, I have this power.
yeah, always
no, I have
add
this
more
power
on.
now. It's like, all right, fucker. You can't do all that. You don't have laser vision and you can fly. What are you, fucking Superman?
You are, you
You're
motherfucking piece
fucking
of shit.
Clark Kent. Your hair looks like Clark Kent, you dick. All right, whatever. So he's polishing this boob plaque pretty adamantly before work starts, and then an employee of Rabbit's supposed bowling alley, because at this point I wrote supposed because I didn't even believe it was his. Honestly, like I thought he was lying to me.
He's just there.
I was like, there's no fucking way that this is his. You're telling me this guy fell into a bowling alley somehow? But I guess if he fell into it, I would have believed that. But his employees pop up and they're like, hey, Rabbit, how's it going? We're going to clean things up for work. He's like, yeah, it's going to be a big day, grand opening. Let me give you a pep talk. Which really, it's just like him saying obscene things to them. He's just saying disgusting things to them.
Rabbit's
He's
gonna
like,
grab it.
it's a pep talk. Yeah, he keeps saying that about... I mean, you could do the fucking math, right? Like, do I need to spell this out for anyone listening or watching? I mean, come on, he's an old fucking pervert.
Opening a topless bowling alley.
I probably should have mentioned that. The bowling alley is topless.
I do like
Do with
this-
that as you will.
I do like this joke though. They just say it's a topless bowling alley. What the fuck does that actually mean?
That's what I mean.
Are,
Like,
are the employees topless? Are the customers topless? Like, what's a topless bowling alley?
I will tell you right now from Rabbit's social cues, it is topless to the employees. But if someone walks in and they say, "Oh, it's topless," he'll go, "Yeah, all of you, everyone, every person that walks in."
Dude, I would.
You're right.
I'd totally take my shirt off if I went to Rabbit's bowling alley
I would never.
in a heartbeat.
If this old fuck told me to take my shirt off, I would. Dude, I don't know what I'd leave. Honestly, I mean, like, I'm not gonna humor this guy.
I'd do it, man.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
What is it about Rabbit?
Oh man,
I don't know.
Rabbit's the homie.
I don't know if it's the head injury, but I don't want to be near Rabbit. Like, I don't know if it's like my current state of mind because there's a hole in the top of my scalp right now. But like, Rabbit is not giving me good vibes, and it's making my head hurt just thinking about being
Rabbit's
around
the
him.
homie, man. He's fine.
I don't know, man.
He's got a wall of boobs back in Bong World.
I do like the wall, but I don't even know if like he made that. I feel like he walked into that like
Oh, he did. He did
his
for sure.
supposed wall of boobs. Let's call it that. Like, I'm not giving him any credit where it's not due. But this is where the weed transitions start. I don't think we got as many this time around.
They're not quite as annoying, and we got new animations.
I think they are doing new animations each movie too, right?
I think 1 and 2 are the same.
1 and 2 might have been the same, and
Yeah.
then they've been upgrading since.
Mhm.
They're getting more weedy. I have a scratch in my throat. It's the weed. Yeah, it's like the bug, the Charles Band bug, you know?
Yeah, it's in there.
Uh,
Ooga Booga stabbed you.
oh, no, let's not do that. I don't want to be involved with Ooga Booga. I'd rather have Charles Band's dick in my mouth than be anywhere near that piece of shit Ooga Booga. Can we also mention how they're doing like Cypress Hill ripoffs for some of the music
What
in this
is
one?
that?
They're like,
It's
hit
one
the bong,
track.
bong, bong, hit the bong.
It is one track that they reuse over and over again, and it's like the shittiest Cypress Hill ripoff. It's so bad.
And then they do it again. I think it's still the same track later, but they do it again. I think a different part of the song.
Yeah.
But it just sounds even less Cypress Hill, but like even more like they're trying to be Cypress Hill in it.
Dude.
And it's so
Every time. Hit the bong, bong, and the bong, and another bong. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, dude, I swear to God, these Evil Bong movies make me want to never smoke weed again. I'm not kidding. They make me want to give up because I don't want to be associated with this at all. If anyone ever looks at me, they go,
Oh, it's
if
so
I'm ever
true.
like smoking in public or I don't know, just around someone or if I meet someone new or I don't know, at a party, anything, any scenario where I happen to be smoking next to someone, they go, oh, it's like the Evil Bong movies.
Punch him in the face.
No, I quit. It's not about that. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. Evil Bong's that bad. It's not even that. I don't even blame them.
They've been brainwashed. Like, I mean, it's scummy. I just quit. I'm done. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
like I give up. You want the rest of my stash, dude? Like, this is what this is doing to me. So we cut back to Ginger Dead Man in whatever world he's in, fucking Evil Bong, King Bong world. I'm finally starting to call King Bong King Bong.
Yep.
I've been calling him Killer Bong for so long. I made the YouTube thumbnail of that episode, Killer Bong, and I realized and I went, so that's still there. But they're in this fucking world, and Evil Bong, EB, pops up next to Ginger Dead Man and the naked women because, you know, he's like, murder, boobs,
Best things.
weed. And they talk about Rabbit's boner for a second. They're like, oh, Rabbit has a boner. I want to see his boner.
It's strange.
And then later in the movie, Rabbit's like, and my dick doesn't work. So I don't know what all of this was about. Setting him up for failure, really. But EB's like, I'm going to go find Rabbit. And Ginger Dead Man's like, yeah, please find Rabbit because he's my only friend in here and I'm bored.
Yeah, I don't really get why he wants to see Rabbit so
I
bad.
didn't even know they were friends.
And I'm really confused by that.
They didn't seem like they were that big of friends before. The only times I've seen them together in the series, they're like, hey, you're a rabbit. Hey, you're a Ginger Dead Man. I like weed. You like weed? All right, bye. Like, they don't even interact with each other. I don't know what this was about.
Yeah, I'm having trouble understanding the motivations.
And look, guys, I know I said that we didn't watch these, and It is true. We didn't watch them before we watched this, but before we started this episode, we went back and watched them to make sure we had the timeline going on.
Yeah.
Even though we were recording these out of order and kind of like messed up the timeline, and just for the sake of them coming out right and us knowing what's going on, I don't have any explanation for this.
Unless there's something very deep in Saturday Night Cleaver.
Because I watched Saturday Night Cleaver a few weeks ago, but I don't remember Rabbit even being in I don't think Rabbit is in Saturday Night Cleaver if I remember right.
I guess it would be funny if he was in it in the flashback.
Maybe he is, and I'm not remembering, but if I remember right, I don't think he was.
I wouldn't think he would be.
I remember Ginger Deadman just running around going like, "Hey, let's boogie." But actually, no. Actually, I take it back. Ginger Deadman was at his peak in 3. I think his voice and like just his actions and everything were on point.
Yeah.
On fucking point.
I will find out.
So, I don't know, man. He's very energetic, and his voice sounds just like, I don't know, just very manic, I guess. Like, he sounds like he's off his meds, dude. It's like, it's kind of entertaining to watch. All right, so EB's like, I'm going to go find him and his fucking boner, whatever. I don't get how Gingy is lacking entertainment, because he said his only things that he cares about are murder, boobs, and weed, and he's sitting here, like, with these busty women, like, rubbing him. They're rubbing, like, I can't believe it's not butter on his crust. I did like that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
He goes, glaze me. Yeah. It's disgusting.
But it's just like Rabbit, man. At some point when you're in the Bong world, you realize that it's not real.
He realizes there's more to life than boobs.
Yeah, man.
And we all have that realization when we're like, fucking 13. Just taking Ginger Deadman like fucking, I don't know how long.
Speak for yourself.
Boobs are pretty cool. Like, I will say, the thing that I will give this movie is that it enlightened me, because they hired one of my favorite adult film stars. Shout out Janice Griffith. She's going to pop up in the movie at one point, and it's a little rude of me. I didn't recognize her at first.
But you did eventually.
I did eventually. I do like boobs. Boobs are nice, and I get what you're saying. So, check on James.
All right.
So we go back to Rabbit.
Yeah.
Now, this is a bad time to start. Rabbit's harassing women. He's harassing women.
Well,
and it's because he's speaking about his old man ball sack, and they're like, "Hey, Rabbit, stop talking about your balls." And he's like, "Hey, I have balls. Do you remember that?" And they're like, "Yeah, you mention it every 2 fucking minutes. I'm sick of you talking about your balls, Rabbit." And that's when David Dakota. That's why I wrote it. Is it Dakota?
yeah.
David Dakota shows up, and I mean, we already spoke about this whole slime ball thing, whatever. He says he's going to give Rabbit $50 to shoot a movie in his bowling alley, after Rabbit is like, "Well, you Hollywood types should give me $25,000. And he goes, no.
Yeah.
That was the end of that whole
That's
thing.
pretty much it.
And when discussing the events for the day, because Rabbit's like, well, if we make it a cool day, they're going to give me more money. No. They're not. But he's like, hey, well, if we lace the food with weed, then the Hollywood types will give us more money because they're high.
And then they want to eat more food.
I guess that might be it's a better plan than he had before, right?
No.
I'm not saying it's a good plan.
No. He goes into a lot of details about this plan and how there's, like, you ask for the gutter ball special, and that includes, like, a bag of weed in your bowling shoes. Where's he getting the weed?
He has magical weed left over. He sold a bunch, but he still has EB's magical weed.
Okay. I was like,
she tries to come back and get it later.
I'm
like
just
the
trying
leprechaun.
to understand the supply and demand here, and I'm like, I don't understand how you're making money giving weed away.
So yeah, he can just give weed away because I think he has magical weed, and I don't know if it keeps growing or what it is, or if he has a shit ton of it. But I do know that EB comes back later, and she acts like he still has all of it. Like, it's kind of like she's acting like she's Warwick Davis as the leprechaun. And she can sense me gold. You know,
she can sense me weed.
Where's me weed? You know, type beat. She's an asshole, is what I'm saying. But that's kind of another side plot. And really, they don't focus on that. They mention it like once, like Rabbit's like, I have magical weed. And Eevee's like, you have my magical weed. Let's fight about something else.
Even though the next movie is entirely centered around selling her magical weed.
Oh, they do that, huh? See, that's... Why is she pissed?
I don't know.
Why does she fucking care?
The logic of these movies, it doesn't add up.
But this would have been a thing that made sense in all-in-one movie because she starts out going, oh, that's bad, and then she comes around because, I don't know, movie. You're like, I changed my mind. Now I'm okay
She sees that it's helping her conquer the world or whatever.
Stupid? Yes.
Yeah.
Make more sense? No. No, fuck this shit. I hate this. Anyway, your plan sucks, Rabbit. Your first plan sucked. Your second plan sucks a little less, but it still sucks. After Rabbit is done telling his shitty plan to these girls, he tells them that they should get into their uniforms. And, okay, if this was any other movie, you would find this odd. Because you'd look at them and you'd go, these women are already wearing their uniforms. It says whatever bowling, lickety split. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
It says lickety split bowling. They're wearing the same thing. But of course, I mean, if you're watching an Evil Bong movie, you know where this is going.
Yeah.
You're staring at Rabbit.
It's topless bowling alley.
He's bald. That's it. He's gonna tell them to take their shirt off.
It's a topless bowling alley.
And he goes, hey, girls, take your shirt off. Oh, shit. James, whoa. Was that Rabbit or was that you?
Job.
So he goes, take them off.
I didn't hire you to wear your shirt.
That is what he says. That's Rabbit. Oh, I can say it right there. That one's Rabbit. She takes off her shirt, one of the girls, and then the other one takes off a shirt, but then ends up wearing the same shirt under.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of funny. I was like, you know what? Good. Honestly, good for you. That's what you should do at Rabbit's bullshit establishment.
Lickety splits, man. It's a Class C place.
Just like that one strip club in town that I've been trying to get you
Brandy's,
to go to.
bro. I'm not going to Brandy's.
But this is a classy place?
Nah.
Come on, man. You guys want to go to Brandy's? Anyone want to take me up on that offer?
If they had bowling.
Oh, I'll tell them to do a bowling night. Might be gross, but so anyway, so one of those girls takes off her shirt. And then the other one goes, no, I'm not taking off my shirt. And what's funny is that, I mean, I guess, and it's also like, I mean, there's two sides of it. It's funny in the terms of this movie because they're acting like the movie before didn't happen. Right. You know, I'm not saying like you can't change your mind later and be like, oh, no, I'm not going to, I took my shirt off in this movie and now I'm not going to do it in this movie. But the way they're playing it off in this movie is, I think she's a different character, right? She's an entirely different character.
Yeah.
And then
she's not a Bong World Poontang lady. She's just a character, a real person,
and an evil Bong
with a mind and thoughts.
Exactly. And an evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man, she's not. She's a Poontang girl, which the Poontang girls in the series are just women that don't talk. They act like they're like, you know, part of a tribe that's never seen the light of day, never seen
all they
society or anything.
Fuck.
They want to fuck and they want to poke you with sticks. And she's a Poontang girl, and part of a Poontang girl, I guess, is part of the uniform. Your boobs have to be out. Did you just fart? Wait, who farted? Did Tough Guy just fart?
I think it was the chair.
Wait, who just farted? Was that one of the dogs?
Goop just ripped ass.
No, dude, someone just shit their pants right now, and I know that popped up on the mic because I heard that in my headphones. We all looked at each other, and I'm very confused. Someone is fessing up right now. I don't know if it's because they can't talk because they're furry, or if because they're human and they're liars. But that was the loudest fart I've ever heard, and someone's bullshitting me. All right.
I swore it was you.
I thought it was you. That's why I stopped and I stared you in the eyes. Man, what's going? I don't even know where I was. Shit, man. I was getting into something. The Poontang girls. Okay. In the Ginger Dead Man versus the Evil Bong, Poontang girl She has boobs out. She doesn't talk, doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then in this one, she's like the main, like I would say she's like, yeah, because she says she's doing like Rabbit's books and, she's like doing everything.
Yeah.
So she's doing everything for the establishment.
She says she needs to be taken seriously because she wants to be a real actress.
James, you sound so unenthused about that. You're like, yeah, this girl, she doesn't want to,
Because
she wants to be taken.
It's the dumbest fucking excuse. I'm working at a topless
James.
bowling alley, but I won't take my shirt off because I want to be taken seriously as an actress. Bitch, you work at a topless bowling alley run by Rabbit. Get your head out of your ass.
I was going to argue until you said ran by Rabbit. But she's doing the books, man. She's doing the books. And if she doesn't want to have her titties out, she's never have to have her titties out, all right, man?
No, she needs a different job, is what she
Well,
needs.
I mean, all of them do. If we're going to go by that.
The other girl seems perfectly content just working at the topless bowling alley.
Well, we don't know what she's
like,
been through.
she's totally fine with it.
We don't know how her week's been.
And she looks great, by the way.
It's the grand opening, man. They all look great.
They do
but,
all
like,
look
it's
great.
the grand opening, I feel like they don't know they shouldn't be around Rabbit.
We haven't gotten to the thirstiest one yet, though.
The thirstiest one?
Bro, Candy.
Rabbit?
Candy.
Oh, shit. You're
Fucking Candy, bro. We haven't even talked about Candy yet.
I'm sorry. You're talking about the bitch that fucks Ooga Booga?
Not in this movie, but yes.
I don't like her. I don't like her. No, I don't.
She straight up walks in and she says, "Can I have a job?"
She says, "Can I have a job?" And then Rabbit goes, "No.
No.
We're not hiring." And she goes, "What about my boobs?"
And
And
he's
he
like,
says,
I guess so.
He says, "Of course we're hiring." What are you talking about? We were never not hiring.
And that's the whole thing. No one gives her a job to do. No one really speaks to her.
No, that's pretty
Like,
much
no one
everything.
else at the bowling alley gives a
No one-
fuck about this person.
Not a single other person has
But
ever
she's
acknowledged
now
her.
an employee.
She is now an employee of this establishment. And also,
fucking
I think this is around the
Candy,
time
dude.
that I noticed that there's just like action figures still in box behind them, and this is before Hambo is introduced. The action
already
figures
there.
are already there.
How is he coming in to ask if he can sell them if they're already in the store?
I don't know, and it's a good question because I don't know why Hambo's there at all. To advertise?
Can we take an
guess.
aside?
Take a what?
An aside? I don't know why Hambo exists.
Oh, no one does.
Like,
He's the worst character in the world.
this-
Next to Ooga Booga, he is the worst character to ever exist.
Charles Band owes that man money, right? Like, that's the only reason he's in these fucking movies.
You think he's mob?
Like, yeah, he's gotta be. He's gotta be. Why the
mob.
fuck is he here?
I don't know.
Being the most disgusting, just terrible character that's ever been put to film. Like, he doesn't need to be here. He has nothing to do with Evil Bong. He has nothing to do with Ginger Dead Man. He has nothing to do with Rabbit. Why is he here?
And we've explained Hambo before, right? He's this pig-nosed
We've talked
dude
about
with
him.
fucking yellow and red hair, and he's
Crazy ass wig.
He's the worst.
It's fucking gross. And he makes racist dolls.
He makes very racist dolls. He names people racist things. What else do you need?
I don't know why he's in the movie. I need someone out there to explain to me.
Well, dude, I don't.
Is it funny? Is he funny? Do people think that he's funny? That's what's happening? Someone somewhere thinks that this is a funny thing to put in a movie.
Do you think so?
Has to be.
Because
Somebody thinks
he's
it's
in
funny.
a lot of them. I don't think he's funny.
I don't know who's laughing.
You laughing, tough guy? Do you like Hambo?
Crickets.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
Hambo's
not.
the fucking worst, dude. Honestly, Hambo makes them unbearable. Like, I'd be fine with most of the movies if I didn't have to sit through at least 20 minutes of Hambo being absolutely disgusting every movie.
Yeah, he's just pitching his little items. He's like, "Hey, I got a Ooga Booga statue. You want to buy it?" No.
No one's ever wanted to buy them.
No one
You
wants.
keep saying they're the next big thing.
But then again, at the same time, I feel like a lot of the people that are watching these like full moon movies, it might be what they're going for because for some reason I think Ooga Booga was sold out. Wasn't he? Was Ooga Booga sold out? Is that what like people are going for? Is that what they want? Is that why? Is Hambo selling out? Is Ooga Booga selling out because people like this bullshit?
Ooga Booga is definitely sold out.
He is?
Yep.
Why are people...
Hambo was still at the store.
Okay, so no one likes Hambo.
But Ooga Booga was definitely sold out.
What about the racist Asian man?
Also sold out.
That's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
This is a giant problem that anyone wants to own that. Like, I am okay with people saying a lot of things. I don't even feel comfortable, like, relaying that.
Saying the word that they use in the movie flippantly.
Yeah.
Like, they give no shits about saying it. Don't even think about it twice.
Yeah. No, they don't care.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Okay, well, basically, Hambo gets a booth at the swap meet in the bowling alley is what I'm going to say about this whole situation.
Because that's a thing, too. That's a thing that people do. People take their handmade products to
Set up a
bowling alleys.
Set up a table and just, $10.
God damn it, I'm so mad at this movie.
But it's because Rabbit's doing the same shit. Rabbit's doing that too. All right, whatever.
Okay.
So after this terrible plot point gets ironed out, if that's what you want to call it, the newly hired topless girl tells Hambo that she's a huge fan of him and that he's the first man she ever rubbed one out to, which... Why are you subjecting this poor woman to this? Yeah. Honestly, they disrespected the fuck out of this chick.
Dude.
No one has ever been more disrespected on film than this woman.
I actually agree with that. Candy.
Candy? I genuinely feel bad for what they did to her.
I really do.
Like, genuinely.
It's bad.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
It's
like,
really bad.
It's fucking sick what they did to her on all accounts.
Yeah. In 2 movies.
It gets worse in the next one.
I don't even... she might even be in 6. I don't know.
Dude, in this first one right here, like, I mean, her just flirting with Hambo and saying all this bullshit.
It's so weird.
Gross
dude.
as fuck.
It's so weird.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it now, and we'll skip over it in a little bit. She's going to fuck Ginger Dead Man in like 10 minutes. There was a funny part in that scene where he went, I got a boner or something like that, and like a baguette just started popping up on the screen. Like a little baguette just started like slipping up from the bottom. That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
That's good. But the fact that he fucked her and then whipped cream like shot all over her, she should, and she was disrespected by that. I'm pissed about it. The next movie, I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. They're going to make her fuck not only Ginger Dead Man again, but Ginger Dead Man is going to get jealous because he thinks she's cheating on him, and she cheats on him with Ooga Booga. She fucks Ooga Booga on camera. You do lose some, because you see, like, it's not even just like, these scenes aren't brief.
Nah, that's the thing that I think is crazy
about it. It's her
fucking
these tiny dolls, dude.
It's like they literally found one woman who said, yeah, I'll fuck dolls on camera. You need someone to fuck dolls on camera? I'll do it. And
they overextended it as much as they could just to be assholes.
So much.
I legitimately hate it.
It's uncomfortable.
Like, I fucking hate it, and Charles Band, you're a fucking asshole for doing that to this woman, because that's just...
I think a lot of things about Charles Band after watching this far into Evil Bong. There's a lot of things that I have to say. Some of them might not be completely fair for me to say. I think they're fair.
Yeah.
But if I can say one thing, Charles Band, you are an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you are definitely an asshole.
Like, dude,
I know that for sure.
Like, dude, I'm cool with my, like, like, fun little, like, disrespecting woman joke every so often and whatnot, but, like, dude, you're just making a chick, like, fuck a dog on camera for, like, an extended period of time over and over again, and one of them is a tiny little racist doll that you're pushing into everything. Like, that he's just forcing her to do this because he knows that she's like, yeah, I need the money or something like that, probably. Or even if it's not even that, just because she's agreeing to do it, and he's like, oh, yeah, I can exploit this.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Like, come on, man.
I cannot believe you found someone who agreed to do that.
It's crazy. And it's not even on her, dude. Like, it's on you, Charles. You're a
fucking piece of shit.
You're a dick. I don't know, man. I'm getting more and more over Charles as this goes on. So back to EB and Ginger Dead Man and Bong World, and really nothing happens here. EB at one point thinks out loud. like just starts talking, but she's talking.
Yeah.
She thinks she's thinking, but she's talking. And Ginger Dead Man's like, I heard that, idiot. She's like, whatever, you're stupid anyway. And he goes, what? And then the scene ends. Quite literally what happens.
I don't remember any of those flashes back to them talking because none of it mattered.
No, none of it mattered at all.
Every single time it was, did you find Rabbit yet? Nope. Okay. Fuck you. Go find Rabbit.
You're thinking out loud again, and now I know your plan. But I'm going to sit here anyway. That's all he does.
That's all he does, man.
And her, too, because she's
She's
leaving.
just sitting there, too.
She's leaving and coming back, and we don't know where she's going. Like, she's just leaving for a smoke break or something. I don't know. So, again, back to the bowling alley. A couple women show up to go bowling. This is when Janice Griffith pops up, and... well, basically, I didn't recognize her by the face, but when she took her shirt off, I did. I love you, Janice Griffith. So, yeah, after most of the movie, I know what I'm saying here. After most of the movie, Larnell shows up.
Yeah.
Because
the main character gets here about halfway through.
Most of the movie is past, and Larnell finally shows up. Probably the only reason people watch these movies anymore.
Yeah.
And then either Sarah or Luann shows up. This was Sarah.
Correct.
She doesn't have an accent.
Sometimes.
She decides to put it on toward the end of the movie, and then like when she gets high a little bit, that's about it. She's supposed to have an accent, so I was getting really confused. And she's dating Larnell for timeline purposes. She started dating him versus Evil Bong, right?
Yes.
Cool. So it would seem that Larnell and Sarah are in hiding because they show up and they're like, oh, yeah, we can't be seen. And then they get seen and then they go, oh, doesn't matter. It seemed like they were doing some plot point where they were like secret agent men. But then that ended
I just felt like
immediately.
he didn't want to talk to Rabbit.
Or maybe he didn't want to be seen with Sarah because he has this whole thing where he's
With
like
Felicity.
still in love with Felicity. No, but I think Sarah said they were in hiding or something too. Or I don't know.
I don't know.
It's stupid. It doesn't matter. Rabbit gets high, and we as the audience have to pay for it because he just starts fucking talking. It takes forever, but eventually he gets into his escape story, and he goes, "Yeah, I escaped the Bong world, and I had everything I wanted aside from my dick working." They go, "All right, so your dick didn't work. That's why you left." And he goes,
Bummer.
"Yeah, that's what happened. Cool, it's fine, Rabbit." And then at one point Sarah goes, "Oh, well, thank you for saving me because now me and Larnell are in love." And he goes, "What? Don't say that. Love? Not me." That's a whole plot point. After the story, Rabbit pulls out a weed blower. He calls it
I feel like
the
they
weed blower.
I feel like they missed a huge opportunity here.
The weed blower?
Shouldn't they call it a reef blower?
No, the weed blower.
Reef blower.
But
It
they just
rhymes.
I thought it was pretty funny because it just called it the same thing. You don't change it.
It's a leaf. It's a leaf blower.
Yeah, you don't blow weeds with that. You pull weeds. No, you're right.
No, I'm gonna go outside and blow my weeds away.
In that moment, I thought it was like, oh, well, you didn't try with that. I was like, oh, you called it. I was like, you changed the
called
name.
it what it is.
And I was like, oh, no, you called it what it is. No, you're right.
Yeah. Why is
You know
it a
what?
reef blower?
People that smoke weed are fucking stupid. So, pulls out the reef blower.
Thank you.
And at one point during the conversation, Larnell's ex-girlfriend Felicity gets mentioned. Sarah gets annoyed, and then in response, Rabbit blows her with weed, which gets her so high that she forgets what's going on.
Yeah.
Just kind of walks away.
It's amazing, man.
It's amazing, but also when you think about it, it's like this is just like a smoke version of a roofie.
Roofie?
Yeah. So again,
it also makes her really horny later.
yeah, exactly. So again, Rabbit is like just lower and lower on my totem pole, really. Like he's not making his case for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Larnell gets into this whole thing about his ex-girlfriend's silky vagina and how his current girlfriend's vagina is less silky.
Yeah, he is concerned about that.
And then Rabbit gives him some weed and tells him to have a good time. And he goes, cool, I'm going to do this now. Because also Sarah's like mad at him about smoking weed. That's a unnecessary plot point, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do anything because he just smokes weed anyway. So
I mean, it's Larnell.
I think it's just Charles Band going, girlfriends don't like it when you smoke weed, but you got to do it anyway. After you roofie her.
Dude, we might need to take a break.
We might need to like.
I don't know if I can do 5 after that.
Dude, I need to just.
I'm getting so mad.
I can keep doing it, but I'm just gonna.
I'm about to go back into Letterboxd and change all of my Evil Bong reviews to
please
half a
do.
star.
I'm glad
I'm
we're
getting
there.
So pissed right now.
I'm glad we're getting there. Thank you. That's where we should be because that's where I've been.
No, fuck Charles Band.
I
Fuck
think the YouTube video we've been talking about making, it's gonna be a Charles Band introspective. It's gonna go into Charles Band, man.
Call it Charles Band.
Idiot. This fucking guy, man. Charles Band.
How about
so
Charles
stupid.
Canned?
I like that. No, wait, yeah. See, you helped us get there. You lubed it up. You made it nice and silky. And
you got that vagina silky for me.
Yeah, man.
God, why does he use those words? I hate that.
It's honestly disgusting.
It's so bad.
It's fucking sick. And also the fact that you repeated it kind of like made me squirm.
I didn't.
It was
like
pretty
it.
bad.
It was bad coming out.
It didn't feel good. Oh, coming out, man. Come on. That was a silk, man. So this is where everything gets real annoying, if it wasn't already, because Hambo goes, "Oh, hey, Joe Cracker, how are you doing?" And Joe Cracker is another advertisement, another racist character, but really another advertisement. There's
Yeah.
like these two, just very redneck, like douchey dudes that are like, "Oh, we're running on over here, bowling, bowling." Bowling. We fly high. Yeah, I fucking hate them. And then junkies show up because
Just straight up junkies. I have junkies in my notes too. It just says junkies. They look terrible.
oh, look at my note right here. It says junkies show up. I knew I wouldn't know what to say about this. They have scabs on their face.
so
Tough guy
bad.
didn't like the scabs.
Mine says Rabbit talks to some fucking junkies.
And he's like, "Hey guys, you look like average weeders." Like,
You want
okay.
a gutter ball?
You want to you toke? Yeah, fucking meth. What are you talking about?
Meth and bath salts.
So they just walk away after they get their fix or whatever. And then we see Gingy and Ebi, and they decide to leave the Bong world and go find Rabbit.
Yeah.
Finally, they've been talking about it for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
The movie isn't even an hour long. They've been
Where's
easily
Rabbit?
talking about it for an hour.
We gotta go get him.
So back to the bowling alley. Hambo gets really racist when... How am I saying that? He's been racist.
Yeah, he does.
When he shows up, or when he shows us the first doll that he has for sale. And yeah, this is when... we're just moving on. I'm not going to repeat this. About 12 minutes before the movie ends, I remembered that this is supposed to be a horror movie, and Ooga Booga pops up. He's hiding inside the fucking ball return of the bowling alley.
You know what, though?
What?
Not jerking off this time.
The one time you see Ooga Booga in the Evil Bong series and his dick isn't in his hand. The one time you see Charles Band in public and his dick isn't in his hand. But he spears Cracker Joe. Crackhead Joe, whatever his name is. What's his name? Is it Joe Cracker?
Joe Cracker.
Joe Cracker. He stabs Joe Cracker in the
Cracker.
fucking eye with a spear. And honestly, I don't even know if he kills him, but his other redneck friend grabs him and goes, and just runs off with him.
Bowling.
That is the only kill, or only anything, only injury in the
only
entire movie.
excitement.
Yeah. Beside Candy fucking Ginger Dead Man and getting whipped cream all over her tits.
Oh my God.
It's fucking, oh my God. So when we see Rabbit, something that I actually laughed at happened. Because Rabbit has a customer in front of him, and he tries to sell him the Evil Bong ashtray, which is the actual Evil Bong ashtray that's on the Full Moon website, which
Oh,
really,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
do I have to say that? Because every fucking thing you see in this movie is. There's also albums of the first Evil Bong with Tommy Chong on the cover, just all
Yeah.
over. I mean, there's fucking Evil Bong merchandise everywhere. I think they have the lighters sitting around. Just everything. Anything that, if you go onto the Full Moon
They can merchandise
merch
it.
site right now, every single thing that is on that site is in this movie.
Yes.
I'm not even over exaggerating. I swear to fucking God, every single thing. Because I've looked.
Just wish I could buy some of the boob wall boobs, you know?
You can get it for free. Just give it a week or two. So Rabbit goes, "Hey, $10." And the guy is like, "No. $5." This is fuck no. I don't want that. And then finally Rabbit goes, all right, just take it. Just take this
Take the
exclusive
ashtray.
Evil Bong ashtray for free. And then dude just walks off with it. He goes, fine, whatever. I guess I'll take it. And I think that's fucking hilarious because that's the actual Full Moon Features marketing strategy.
You're not wrong.
They make things, they try to sell it, and everyone goes, no. They bump the price down, people go, no.
No.
Might try to bump it down one more time. Still never going to be sold. And then they go, we'll give it to you for free.
I
And
guess
people
we'll
go,
give it to you for free with a subscription.
people say maybe, and they end up getting it. And well, it's also kind of my tactic.
There's nothing wrong with it, man.
I like it. This is the one, but
good
also
shit.
like aside from just him doing that, and it's a cool thing because I don't know. I think it's Charles Band just doing the thing where he's spending money on merch. He knows sometimes he's overbuying and he's going to take a hit from it, but he goes, you know what? If I get it out, I give it to people for free or fucking dirt cheap.
Oh, yeah.
It's still going to be out there. Maybe they'll pass it to a friend. Maybe they'll tell a friend about it. Maybe a friend will ask about it. And he's getting his advertisement out there somewhere because we all know Full Moon needs all the advertisement it can get.
He's probably not paying a bunch of money to advertise in other ways.
I don't think so. And I think at this point, he's been around long enough that I'm sure he has fairly decent merch connections that he can buy stuff in bulk to where it's not
I'm
that
sure
expensive
he's
for
getting
him.
stuff made overseas super cheap.
I'm sure. I mean, we know how he funds his movies.
Right.
So he's definitely paying like 3 cents for
Right.
each of these DVDs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I thought that was a funny joke, though.
It's a good joke.
It was pretty funny. At least he's self-aware of the fact that
Just take
a
it.
lot of the
Just take
merch
it.
that he has fucking sucks. And he's just, you gotta just like give it out for free. So at this point, Felicity, Evie, and Gingy all show up at the bowling alley. And immediately, Gingy sees the woman that he had sex with, or that Hambo had sex with. And this is when he has sex with it because he goes, I wonder if it's true. If I have sex with a real woman, will I turn into a real human? He has this whole plot point where he thinks he's Pinocchio.
Yeah, and that's not even the plot to Pinocchio.
No, but
He thinks he's
it's like part of it though.
one of the kids in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got to become a man.
You're right. I don't know, man.
It's fucking dumb.
It's gonna go on for a few movies though.
Every movie has a new theory of what could possibly make him real.
That is true. He just wants to be a real boy. So whatever. Someone turns around. Oh, it's Candy. Candy isn't interested. Gingy pulls out a wad of cash. She's interested. They fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Sprays her with frosting.
It's gross. Now Felicity and Sarah are face to face. They start fighting, and they keep fighting until Rabbit hits them with a weed blower. Then they start making out, and then Larnell's like, yeah, I could get used to this. And then Rabbit's like, you two should bowl to see who's going to marry Larnell.
Yeah.
And Larnell says, that's a stupid idea. All right, do it.
Go for it.
Then they do it. I don't know. I mean, this is pretty much the end of the movie.
Prepare to meet your baker.
Evie, did they say that?
Yeah.
It's stupid. Evie ends up face to face with Rabbit, and he tricks her by making her turn around.
Yeah, he just puts a trash bag on her head.
Puts a trash bag over her head. Now she's incapacitated. And then he starts just running around the bowling alley, spraying everyone with the weed blower.
Yeah.
And Ginger Dead Man has a gun,
Why not?
threatening people with a gun.
That's what he does best.
But then he gets sprayed with a weed blower. And he goes, love and peace, man.
Doesn't he literally just say, like, never mind, I don't want to kill you anymore?
If not exactly those words, along those
Damn
lines.
close, right?
It's very much
It's not
along
even
those
that
lines.
deep. It's not even like,
No.
oh man, I see the error of my ways. He just goes, never mind. I don't want to do it.
Fuck it.
Don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's it. He go, oh, you know what he does? He goes, you guys want to have an orgy? Why can't we all just get a bong?
That's right. He says, get a bong. I hate this movie.
That was good. That was kind of funny. Get a bong. So anyway, Sarah and Velocity are on their last turn to decide who will date Larnell permanently, and then Larnell's like, Gingy, you take the last shot, which I don't know if that like means that he's in the runner now too.
Yeah.
If he wins, or if he's winning for one of them, or they just don't care. I think they don't care. I think that's what they're saying. They're all dating together now or something,
Yeah.
right?
Power of the reef blower, man.
Okay. Evie shows up. They go to Bong World. The movie's over.
EB shows up and sucks basically everyone left into Bong World.
This is literally the end of the movie. Like, that's it.
Roll credits, bro.
That's the last thing that happens, and the movie's over. The most
The
abrupt
half
ending.
movie is over.
The fact that this is called a movie pisses me off.
It's fucking bullshit.
1 kill. I don't even know if he did die. Joe Cracker might be in the next movie. I remember at least his advertisement.
Yep.
He might have been in the movie, though. I don't remember.
You gotta pay attention to his eye.
I think maybe he's dead. Yeah, for sure. Is that even part of the figure? Because if that... They definitely made the figures before this movie, I'm sure. Because he was part of a different series, I think. I think he's from Ooga Booga.
Oh, yeah.
Or from something else, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. About 7 pairs of boobs in this one. And that's including the boob plaque and the bowling alley. So 6 real boobs, the mold boob, to make 7 boobs. Would you recommend this, Jimothy?
No.
Tough guy. Would you recommend this?
No, not at all. Not the series, really. Stay away.
I'm not into this one. What do we all rate this? Well, you started with 2.5. Are you sticking with 2.5? James?
1 star.
I gave it a 1 star, and I bumped it up because I remembered that they put Janice Griffith in this. I love her. Known her through
We don't need to know.
at least about 6 years now. And me and her are close. Tough guy?
I have it at 1.5 on Letterboxd.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Did you go higher? I feel like it was lower
Nope,
before.
that's where it was at.
Oh,
Star
really?
and a half, and it was the bowling alley for me. I loved it.
Oh, you like the bowling alley?
Yeah.
You texted me while you were watching it, and you said something along the lines of, fuck this movie, the bowling alley wasn't what I thought it was.
Yeah, it was that one scene, though.
Which one was it? Ooga Booga?
When Lionel... What? Wait, what's...
Larnell?
Larnell went up and started talking about that girl. I was real uncomfortable.
About what girl?
It was like, we make the best boom boom together.
Oh. Oh, yeah. When he's talking about the silky stuff and all that? Yeah. No, yeah, that's not great.
Good boom boom, though.
No, I agree. Not the best. Yeah, I gave it a 1.5. So I have a fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
You have the racist rednecks,
Ooh.
the crackheads,
Ooh.
and Ooga Booga. As you know, I mean, he's the worst. If we're doing a game of the worst, I can't not. Right? Whoever wants to go first, either one of you.
I don't think I can answer.
You gotta.
I don't think I can.
Look, man, you got the racist rednecks, you got the crackheads, and you got Ooga Booga.
Can we just kill everybody? Like,
All right, this is how we do it. All right,
Tough guy's
we're
going first.
killing
What you
off. We're killing off Ooga Booga.
Thank you.
And then we're going to marry the crackheads. Is it? Because I'm sure we can maybe clean them up a little bit. Might be all right. And then we just like fuck the shit out of the rednecks because that sounds like what they deserve, right?
He has the only good answer. Legitimately, I think he has the only. Is there any other way to go? You can't marry the rednecks. You can't marry Ooga Booga. You have to kill Ooga Booga.
no, I marry Ooga Booga.
What?
I marry Ooga Booga
But he shouldn't exist. That's the thing.
Please
though.
explain.
because I kill the racist rednecks.
Okay.
I fuck the crackheads.
Ooga Booga is racist too, though. Why are you killing the racist rednecks? For what reason?
Ooga Booga's not racist.
Oh, he's racist.
He's
He's inherently racist.
He, as far as I am concerned, from watching his movie,
So maybe
is
he's not.
just a man trapped in a puppet's body.
Yeah. He's a racist character, but I guess what you're saying is he technically isn't a racist.
Technically.
Like, he's inherently racist and he exists because of a racist.
Yes.
But, okay. So you're killing the rednecks, marrying Ooga Booga, and you're fucking the crackheads?
Yeah, man. That's my answer.
You're not even going to fuck it? You're going to spend your life with Ooga Booga?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that with the
I
Charles
can't.
Band puppet.
I don't want to spend my life with the crackheads.
Oh, I don't either, but I don't... Ooga Booga's like... He scares me.
He doesn't talk much.
No. You know when
Just
like
fucking jerks off a lot.
you know when dogs have like a little dick but giant balls? Like I don't want to deal with that, but it's also ooga booga. You know what I mean? Okay, well, fucking Evil Bong High Five is not. What even kind of name is that? High Five. At least 420 makes sense. High five. The fuck is that? High five, James. Weed. It's fucking.
Look how weedy that was.
That's fucking stupid. So, yeah, we stream pretty often on twitch.tv/horrorsoup. Usually like Fridays, Wednesdays, days like that. Today, Wednesday didn't happen. Sometimes Thursdays, stuff like that. You can watch those. As for our social medias, we're on Instagram at Horror Soup, Twitter at Horror Soup Sucks, TikTok at Ban Me Again, then at Night Shift Video, at Tough Guy Horror Soup.
Yeah,
It's longer than I thought it was. I think I've been saying Tough Guy Soup.
It's Tough Guy Soup, Tough Guy Horror Soup.
It's Tough Guy Horror Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that today, and I was like, oh shit, I've been saying the wrong thing for a while. Letterboxd at Horror Soup Caleb, at Night Shift Video, at Vibed_Cleveland. And I do another podcast called Scream. It's with Ash and Elena for Morbid, and we also talk about horror movies. Recently, we did The Unborn, which Unborn's pretty fucking awesome, dude.
Scream.
Shout out Ethan Hurt, class of Newcomb High, Trauma alumni. Shout out Ross Lee for the intro and outro music for this show. You hear it if you listen to the audio version. That's Ross Lee on both intro and outro. And Tom, he does the intro version, intro song for the video version. And, oh, you know what? There's one thing I forgot. Someone just left a really nice review recently.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. It was a 4 out of 5.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Their one complaint
Oh. No complaints.
was that Kim should stop chewing
God damn it, Kim!
on the mic. The one request is Kim should stop eating Razzles obnoxiously on the microphone. And
Not the Smarties gum.
I'm not gonna try to counter that. I agree.
It's good. It's good constructive.
Look, I
criticism.
told her the same thing, guys. I'm gonna be complete. If that episode pissed you off, or any other ones where she's chewing over and over again, I tried to tell her. I tried my hardest.
Oh shit.
She did it anyway. And look. And also, I didn't hate Megan.
Megan was awesome.
What'd you rate Megan?
4.5 stars.
That's too
Fucking
high.
God. Oh
No.
my fucking God.
No, that's way too high.
That movie's awesome.
It's not that great. It was pretty annoying. The kills weren't that good. That was the thing. Like, there was like some alright kills in it, but my thing that I really liked about it, okay, the acting was very good. The story was also pretty damn good. What I really liked about it was, you know, when robots move very robotically and it's like very unnatural,
Yeah.
or like stuff like when Megan started to do that, creepy as fuck. Like, legitimately, like, I don't like seeing things that look human or like a robot or stuff like that, like
Yeah.
move very unnaturally. It kind of freaks me out. They did that very well. And there was another point too where she starts like running on all fours, like as a robot.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's in the trailer. The dumbest thing I've seen in my life.
No, but the way they did it in the trailer, it did look dumb. Everything in the trailer looked fucking stupid. Everything that looked really stupid in the trailer, though, I will say, it translated a lot better into the actual movie. I think the reason they did the trailer the way it is because they're trying to get the youth to watch it. You know, they're trying to get fucking TikTokers to be interested in it and all that. Blah blah blah.
You're telling me they're trying to get
Yeah.
13-year-olds to watch a PG-13 movie?
I forgot it was PG-13. Yeah, that is the thing.
That's why there's no good kills.
Yeah.
It's not a horror movie, guys. Fuck
But
off.
That's the other thing I could give it to, though. For PG-13, the kills weren't terrible, because I think that's what I said too, and I keep forgetting that it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Because at the end I was like, oh, those kills weren't that great, and then they were like, oh, it was PG-13. I went, oh, you know what? Like, I'll give it a pass. You know, the same way like I'll watch like fucking I think you watched what was it?
Scary Stories.
Scary Stories. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, I'll give it a pass for like what it was because it was PG-13. I think for being a PG-13, especially if I like think about that more and more, I think it's pretty damn good. It's not bad. I gave it a 3. I think I almost gave it a 3.5.
It's gross.
You haven't seen it, man.
I'm not watching that piece of shit.
I think it's kind of worth a watch. I doubted it. I was doubting it.
You couldn't pay me to watch that.
Dude, I was doubting it right there with you. I think I told you from the beginning, though, that I would watch it. I'm down to watch anything, even if it looks like shit. I didn't love it, but yeah, it's cool. I like Megan. M. Threegan.
Well, have fun, because people like you is why we're probably going to get 6 of them.
No, that's not me. I wasn't flocking to watch it.
You saw the shit in theaters. Fuck off. You supported that shit. They got a sequel greenlit this early because of your ass.
No, I watched it after the sequel was greenlit.
Okay.
It was already happening either way. I can't control it.
They're going to make 6 of them. It's going to be the new Saw. They're going to make one every year.
Yeah,
and it's going to be the dumbest shit ever.
I'm looking forward to M. Threegan in space. Or underwater. I want to see how she combats that.
I'd love to throw her underwater.
It's her weakness. End it.